Alright, so hi, I'm Rebecca Lewick, and I run Becca Jane Photography, and I am here to try out some of Alina's presets for you guys today. So we're going to do some editing with her Moody collection. So there's a black and white Moody and then a color Moody. So here's my first photo, and I'm going to put color Moody on it. And then I would just crop this so they were more right on this line, or maybe he's on the line. Yeah, yep, and I like that. And I might bring the shadows down. Yep, I don't think it needs anything else. Alright, next we have these two little girls. So this lighting situation is the sun is it's up, but it is on the other side of this big like cliff mountain thingy. So the sun is out, but it's not on them at all. So it's like open shade. So here is color Moody on this one. And then I would just warm it up a bit. And like, I'm a freak of nature and I always have to like brighten people's faces and stuff, but I don't have to do that for all of them probably, but this one needs it. And yeah, that is all I would do. Well, maybe I'd brighten it a little bit. Yeah. Alright, next. This one is going to be interesting. Obviously I shoot crooked sometimes. Alright, so here is this one. Cropped, ready to go. So black and white looks like that. Very cool, but we're going to do color for this one. And then what I would do is take this the bright filter here and just make them a little bit brighter. And then I would take like a burnt one and I'll just make it darker in the sky, maybe even a little bit more, and then bring the contrast up and maybe the highlights so get some color back in that sky. And then I would take the radial filter, do temp, and it's up a lot right now. I'm just going to make the sun even more yellow because I like it. And that is all I would do for that one. Next, this is a cloudy day. So the sun is on the other side, like it's behind me, because when it's cloudy and the sun is being blocked by all the clouds, then you want to put your light source, your people facing the light source, so they are getting as much light on them as possible. And so for this one, actually I might do black and white because I like it a lot. I mean, if I did color, I'd have to mess with the color balance a bit. But I actually really like black and white on this one a lot. And I mean, I could go get like this highlights, and I could make the sky just like a little bit more obvious. See the clouds, but I don't really want it on them. So you can either take this range mask and turn it to something. I don't know, we'll do color and see what happens. There we go. And so it's just on the sky and it's not on their faces now. And I can double check that. Yeah, that's not on their faces. So that is what I would do for that one. Here's an in-home photo, which I thought would be useful. I'm obsessed with this one in black and white. It's so pretty. See what it looks like in color. It's also pretty, but I would do black and white on this one. I might even bring the highlights up a little bit just to give it a more glowy feel. And that's all it needs. This is such a good black and white preset. Kind of obsessed with it. Okay, so obviously another crooked one. My bad. Yeah. Okay. So what I love about this preset is it keeps the sun very golden, because some of them that I've noticed, they just kind of kill your golden tones. It makes me angry. This one doesn't do that. They need to be brighter. So I go to I called it Face Bright Sharpen. I don't know, I just made this stuff up, but it's the shadows are up 15 and the whites are up 20. And then I just have the sharpness up like 2. It's not that big of a deal, but just like to give my people some brightness. And it depends on the photo. I adjust that, those settings depending on the photo. But, there we go. And for this one, I'm going to go down into the hue and maybe the orange just needs to be a little bit more yellow. I think it's just because of their skin. So check this. This is the first time I've ever used this preset, by the way. I've never used this before, so okay. And then maybe, yeah, that's good. And then I would go up and add a little bit more warmth, and I like that. And then I could take the 10th and just make this a little bit more yellow even, just because I like to do that. And sometimes I like to add some more contrast to my photos. You could bring the highlights down a little bit, maybe the shadows up, something like that. Yeah. Alright, on to this water image. And I purposely brought this in for black and white because it looks so cool. And then I would brighten her up a little bit because the shadows kind of got crazy in this one. Yeah. And then possibly the sky. Let's see. Don't really have a lot to save in the sky. There were no clouds that day, which is kind of a bummer, but yeah, maybe just that. And then I go over to the brush and just like make sure it's not on her at all. That's good. Here is another one. And this one, her legs look a little bit awkward, so I would just crop it to there. That's what spinning does. So it looks really cool in black and white. I love this one in black and white. Could do color too, because the sun looks beautiful, but I'm loving the black and white for this one. It's amazing. And that's pretty much all I would do. Maybe I would just brighten her up a tad, just because her arm looks really dark. Look at that. Yeah. I don't want to make it too obvious. There we go. Oops. Alright. So this was a sunrise session, and there were clouds covering the sun, but they were about to be uncovered, so they had like really good light on them. So here is black and white. It looks amazing, but I was going to do color for this one, and I just think that her face needs a little bit brightness, and then I might just bring up the shadows a tiny bit, and some warmth, maybe a little less pink. Yeah, and that's it for that one. And this is the same family, but this was after the sun had gotten covered again. So, or no, the sun was like behind. Yeah, the sun was behind a huge cloud, but then the rest of the sky was blue, so we've still got really nice lighting because the sky was still reflecting into them. So, I mean, it's just gorgeous glowy light, which I love. It might be a little bright. Yeah, but that's all you need to do. That one was really good. Alright, for this one, black and white looks good, but I like the color. I think the sun looks amazing. I would warm it up a bit, and maybe a little more contrast to combat some of the haze, but yeah, that's it. That looks good. Alright, here's this cute family, and I love the black and white on this one because of all the texture and the grass and everything. It just looks awesome, and then I might just come brighten them up a bit. Maybe a little less white. Yeah. And I think it's a little crooked. Like that. There we go. Done. Alright, last one. Lots and lots of yellow. Let's see what the color one looks like. Oh, that looks really good. And obviously black and white looks cool, but you know, we got lots of good fall color here, so we wouldn't do that. Alright, I need to brighten them up. So we'll do that, and then I would take it again. Just brighten their faces. And it's still looking a little pink. There we go. And then, I mean, this is my car. My car in the background. I mean, I would just get that out of there. Let's see what it wants to take. I don't know about that. There. No, that looks like crap. Okay, hold on. Alright, lesson in cloning in Lightroom, apparently. Yeah, that took a good spot. Did it, though? No, that looks like junk. Don't like it. What about this spot? Why do I hate everything? Okay, well, I edited this one a different time, and I have no idea what spot I took. Whatever, you get the point. I probably brought it into Photoshop, actually. And then this is just like some stupid thing that's not supposed to be in the photo either. Yeah, whatever. I would actually do that, and then I would take it into Photoshop just to clean up the rest of it here. And then I also was annoyed by up here, there was another car, and it's behind the leaves. But if you, oops, get rid of that too. If you just bring this up and just like color it in here, now it just looks like there were some leaves back there on a different tree, and you can't tell that it was a white car. Alright, and then I think I would just brighten it up a little bit. Maybe one more. Yeah. Maybe a little less yellow now. Since there's so much yellow, what are we doing on luminance? I might take out a little bit. Yes, that helps the skin tone. Okay, and that's it. Alright, that was the last one. I'm messing around with Elena's Moody presets, and I believe she has a sale going on, which I will find and link in the description of this video. Alright, I hope it was helpful. Let me know what you thought of them, and have a lovely day. Now, whoops, now I have to figure out how to start.